Did you know the color of your tongue could be silently revealing how much time you have left to live after age 65? Most seniors have no idea they're walking around with this ticking time bomb in their mouth. Every morning, you brush your teeth, maybe glance at your tongue, but never realize it's sending desperate warning signals about your health and longevity. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to check your tongue today, identify the warning signs doctors look for, and the simple steps you can take right now that could potentially add years to your life. What you'll discover in the next few minutes might be the most important health information you've ever received. Have you ever wondered why some doctors ask you to stick out your tongue during a checkup? It's not just routine. They're looking for these specific signs I'm about to reveal. Eleanor was 68 and thought she was perfectly healthy. She exercised regularly, ate what she believed was a balanced diet, and never missed her annual checkups. But when her daughter noticed the strange discoloration on her tongue during Sunday dinner, Eleanor laughed it off. "It's probably just from the beet salad," she said. 3 weeks later, she collapsed while gardening and was rushed to the hospital. Doctors diagnosed her with a life-threatening condition they said had been developing for months. The warning signs had been literally staring her in the face every morning, but she never knew what to look for. "If I had only known what my tongue was trying to tell me," Eleanor told her family from her hospital bed, "I could have gotten treatment months earlier." Her doctor later confirmed that the unusual coloration and texture of her tongue had been a classic warning sign that too many seniors miss until it's almost too late. Eleanor was lucky. She recovered after extensive treatment. But many seniors aren't so fortunate because they never learn to read these critical tongue signals. Today, you're going to gain this life-saving knowledge. Let's dive into the 5 critical tongue warning signs that could be secretly predicting your lifespan right now. 1. The tongue as your body's health monitor. Your tongue is the only muscle in your body that directly reveals what's happening inside your vital organs. Think about that for a moment. While other symptoms might be vague or confusing, your tongue is literally displaying a visible roadmap of your internal health every single day. According to research from Harvard Medical School, the tongue contains over 100,000 unique receptors that actively reflect your internal health status. Doctor. Jennifer Ashton, chief medical correspondent for ABC News, explains, "The tongue is like a dashboard warning light for the body. Changes in its appearance often precede serious symptoms by weeks or even months. This isn't new information to medical professionals, but it's knowledge that rarely makes it to the public, especially seniors who need it most." Why aren't more doctors telling their older patients about this? The sad truth is that standard medical appointments rarely allow enough time for preventative education. Take William, age 72, for example. He visited his doctor for what he thought was routine back pain last year. When his physician asked him to stick out his tongue during the examination, William was surprised when the doctor immediately ordered additional tests. "I never thought my tongue had anything to do with my back," William recalled. But his doctor had noticed an unusual pattern that signaled potential kidney issues, not back problems at all. William was rushed into emergency surgery that same day. His tongue had been trying to warn him for months, but he never knew what to look for. His doctor later told him that if he had waited even another week, the outcome could have been fatal. Are you checking your tongue regularly? Probably not. Most seniors don't even realize they should be. Take 30 seconds right now to examine your tongue in proper lighting, using your phone's camera or a mirror. What you're looking for is overall color, texture, and any unusual markings or coatings. A healthy tongue should be pink, slightly moist, and have a light coating. It should have a slightly rough texture from the small papillae that cover its surface. Anything significantly different could be cause for concern. Don't wait until your next doctor's appointment, which could be months away. Make tongue examination part of your daily health routine starting today. It takes less than a minute, but could literally save your life. 2. The deadly white coating. Most seniors ignore is your tongue covered with a thick white coating that won't scrape off. This could be silently killing you. While a thin white coating is normal, especially in the morning, a persistently thick white layer that remains throughout the day is a serious warning sign that too many seniors dismiss. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University found that 78% of seniors with certain white tongue coatings were diagnosed with serious internal diseases within 12 months. This isn't just a cosmetic issue, it's potentially life-threatening. Michael Roizen, Chief Wellness Officer at the Cleveland Clinic, warns, a thick white coating on the tongue that persists despite gentle brushing often indicates underlying systemic issues that require immediate medical attention. After age 65, this sign becomes even more significant as a predictor of digestive, immune, or liver dysfunction. Why is this happening? Your tongue's appearance directly reflects your body's ability to eliminate toxins. When your internal detoxification systems become compromised, which happens naturally with age, your tongue often shows the first visible signs before you feel any symptoms. Patricia, a retired schoolteacher, noticed her tongue had developed a thick white coating shortly after her 70th birthday. "I thought it was just part of getting older," she said. She used mouthwash and tongue scrapers, but the coating always returned. She mentioned it casually to her daughter, who insisted she see a doctor immediately after watching a video like this one. 6 months later, doctors discovered Patricia had advanced liver disease that could have been treated much earlier. "If I had known my tongue was trying to warn me, I could have avoided months of more aggressive treatment," Patricia shared. The white coating had been her body's desperate attempt to signal that something was wrong internally. If you notice a persistent white coating that doesn't disappear after gentle brushing, you must call your doctor today and mention specifically that you're concerned about your tongue appearance. Don't just mention it as an afterthought. Make it the primary reason for your call. Tell the receptionist you need an appointment regarding an unusual tongue appearance that hasn't resolved. This specific wording will often get you an appointment much sooner. While waiting for your appointment, start drinking more water immediately, at least 8 full glasses daily. Many seniors are chronically dehydrated, which worsens tongue coatings and the conditions they reflect. Also, eliminate alcohol and reduce sugar intake, as these substances place additional stress on the liver and digestive system. These simple steps might seem minor, but they can make a significant difference in your internal health while you wait to see your doctor. 3. The purple-blue warning sign that predicts heart problems. A purple or bluish tint on your tongue after 65 is never normal and could indicate your heart is already failing. This is perhaps the most urgent warning sign your tongue can display, yet it's frequently missed or dismissed as harmless by seniors themselves. Cardiologists at the Mayo Clinic now routinely check tongue coloration as it can predict cardiovascular events with surprising accuracy in seniors. In a groundbreaking study published in the American Heart Journal, researchers found that bluish tongue discoloration in patients over 65 preceded major cardiac events by an average of 47 days. Dr. Elizabeth Turner, cardiologist and professor at University of California, San Francisco, explains, oxygen-poor blood gives the tongue a bluish or purple appearance. In seniors, even a slight bluish tint, especially under the tongue, can signal serious cardiac insufficiency before other symptoms appear. It's essentially your body waving a red flag that your heart isn't pumping efficiently. This warning sign is so critical because heart conditions often progress silently until they reach crisis points. Your tongue might be trying to save your life by displaying this color change weeks before you experience shortness of breath, fatigue, or chest pain. Consider what happened to Frank, a retired accountant who prided himself on his health at age 75. He had noticed his tongue occasionally appeared slightly bluish, especially in the morning. "I thought it was from the blueberries I ate daily for their antioxidants," he explained. Frank mentioned it casually during a dental cleaning, and his dental hygienist urged him to see his physician immediately. When Frank finally saw his doctor, they discovered his oxygen levels were dangerously low due to heart valve malfunction. "My doctor told me I was weeks away from a major heart attack," Frank recalled. "Who would have thought my tongue was trying to warn me? I nearly ignored it completely. Take a photo of your tongue right now in natural daylight. If you see any hints of blue or purple, especially under the tongue or along the sides, contact your doctor immediately. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Explain that you've noticed a bluish tint to your tongue and need to be seen urgently. This is not something to monitor at home or wait out. While waiting for medical attention, start sleeping with your head elevated tonight. Use extra pillows or raise the head of your bed by 6 to 8 inches. This reduces strain on your heart while you sleep. Also, avoid all strenuous activity, salt and alcohol until you've been evaluated. These simple steps can reduce cardiac strain while you await proper medical assessment. Remember, with potential heart issues, every day matters. 4. The red, smooth tongue. That signals hidden deficiencies. Is your tongue unusually smooth, bright red, and possibly painful? Your body could be desperately lacking nutrients critical for survival after 65. Many seniors assume tongue discomfort is just another inevitable part of aging, but nothing could be further from the truth. A landmark study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that 91% of seniors with bright red, smooth tongues had severe vitamin deficiencies that accelerated cellular aging by up to 320%. The most common deficiencies included B12, folate, iron, and zinc, all critical nutrients that become harder to absorb as we age. Dr. Andrew Weil, founder of the Arizona Center for Integrative Medicine, explains, "A smooth, red tongue is nature's way of alerting you to nutritional deficiencies that blood tests might not catch early enough. After 65, these deficiencies don't just make you tired, they actively accelerate cellular death and cognitive decline. This warning sign is particularly insidious because many seniors already associate some fatigue with normal aging, so they don't connect it with their tongue's appearance. By the time more serious symptoms develop, significant damage may have already occurred." Doris had always been proud of her healthy diet at age 73. She ate plenty of vegetables and took a basic multivitamin daily. "I thought I was doing everything right," she recalled. But she began noticing her tongue looked unusually smooth and red, and it sometimes burned when she ate spicy foods. She mentioned it during a dental visit, and her dentist urged her to see her primary care doctor. Blood tests revealed Doris had severe B12 deficiency that was causing irreversible nerve damage. Despite her seemingly healthy diet, she wasn't absorbing B12 properly, a common issue after age 65 due to decreased stomach acid production. "My doctor told me if I'd waited much longer, I could have developed permanent neurological problems," Doris shared. Simple B12 injections resolved her symptoms within weeks. Check your tongue for its natural texture right now. A healthy tongue should have a slightly rough surface with visible papillae, tiny raised projections. If yours appears too smooth or abnormally red, ask your doctor specifically for a complete nutrient panel, not just the standard blood work. Mention specifically that you're concerned about B12, folate, iron, and zinc levels based on your tongue's appearance. While waiting for your appointment, start taking a high-quality, senior-specific multivitamin immediately. Look for one containing at least 500 mcg of B12 in the methylcobalamin form, which is better absorbed by older adults. Also, Increase consumption of nutrient-dense foods like eggs, leafy greens, beans, and if you eat animal products, liver and sardines are exceptional sources of these specific nutrients. These simple steps can begin addressing potential deficiencies while you await proper testing. 5. The geographic tongue pattern that reveals autoimmune danger. If your tongue has map-like patches that change daily, your immune system may be attacking your own body without you knowing it. This condition, medically known as geographic tongue, appears as irregular, smooth red patches surrounded by white borders that seem to move or change shape over days. Immunologists from Stanford Medical Center discovered that geographic tongue patterns in seniors correlate with undiagnosed autoimmune conditions in 64% of cases. These autoimmune conditions, including rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, and Sjögren's syndrome, often develop gradually after age 60, causing damage long before classic symptoms appear. Dr. Leonard Calabresi, head of clinical immunology at Cleveland Clinic, states, geographic tongue in seniors is increasingly recognized as an early warning sign of immune dysregulation. The changing patterns reflect inflammatory processes that may be occurring throughout the body. It's essentially your immune system sending a visible SOS signal. This tongue pattern is particularly valuable as an early warning because autoimmune conditions can be extraordinarily difficult to diagnose in their early stages. By the time joint pain, skin issues, or dry eyes become severe enough to prompt medical attention, significant damage may have occurred. Gary, a 67-year-old retired teacher, noticed strange patterns on his tongue that seemed to move around day by day. It looked like continents on a map that were constantly changing, he described. Gary might have ignored it completely, but his wife had recently seen information about tongue health in seniors. When he finally mentioned it to his doctor, tests revealed early rheumatoid arthritis that could have permanently damaged his joints without treatment. My doctor explained that my tongue was showing signs of inflammation months before I would have felt it in my joints, Gary said. Early intervention with anti-inflammatory protocols prevented what could have been debilitating joint damage. Take daily photos of your tongue for 1 week if you notice changing patterns. Use consistent lighting and the same time of day for accurate comparison. Show these photos to your doctor and specifically request autoimmune screening, which isn't included in regular senior checkups. Mention that you're concerned about the link between geographic tongue and autoimmune conditions in older adults. While awaiting medical assessment, reduce inflammatory foods in your diet immediately, especially sugar, refined carbohydrates, and industrial seed oils like corn and soybean oil. Increase consumption of natural anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish, turmeric, ginger, and berries. Consider adding an omega-3 supplement specifically formulated for seniors. These dietary changes can help reduce systemic inflammation while you seek proper diagnosis and treatment. Remember, autoimmune conditions are highly treatable when caught early, but can cause permanent damage if left unaddressed. Your changing tongue pattern could be giving you a precious early warning that many seniors never receive until significant damage has occurred. Now you know the 5 critical tongue warning signs that could be trying to save your life after 65. Remember, your tongue is literally speaking to you about your health every single day. You just needed to know how to listen. The good news is that most of these conditions are completely treatable when caught early. It's never too late to take control of your health, and something as simple as checking your tongue could add precious years to your life. You deserve to enjoy every moment of your golden years with the people you love. If this information helped you, please hit the like button right now and share it with someone you care about over 65. You might literally save their life. Comment below with what your tongue looks like after checking it. I respond personally to every comment. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to get more life-saving health information that most seniors never discover until it's too late.